So, what if I told you there's a simple, super low-cost secret to selling your home, not just faster, but for more money? Nope, it's not some crazy renovation or a slick marketing gimmick. It's actually something you could do this weekend. I'm talking about a deep clean. I know, it sounds almost too simple to be true, right? But stick with me, because we're about to see how it's one of the most powerful tools you have to seriously boost your sale price and speed up the entire process.
Okay, let's just dive right into this idea. This quote? It's brilliant because it is so true. A potential buyer isn't just seeing a little bit of dust. In their mind, they're picturing a hidden leak, a faulty furnace, maybe even a foundation problem. You see, every single cobweb, every smudge, every one of those dust bunnies, it's sending a subconscious message about how well the home has been cared for. It's like a little red flag that can scare off even the most interested buyer.
And that brings us perfectly to our first section. You know, we always talk about first impressions being curb appeal or that wow entryway. But really, the cleanliness of a home creates this invisible, emotional first impression that can make or break a buyer's interest before they even know what's happening.
So, here's the bottom line. Deep cleaning isn't just about tidying up. You have to think of it as a strategic financial move. For real, a professional deep clean might set you back a few $100s, sure, but it can add thousands to your final sale price. It's honestly one of the most reliable, high-return investments you can make. It directly impacts your wallet.
Now let's build on that. We're going to get into the psychology of what's really going on here. How a sparkling clean home doesn't just look better, it actually builds a sense of confidence and trust in a potential buyer.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. You see this direct link between the physical thing and the emotional feeling? A buyer probably isn't going to walk in and consciously say, wow, look at those spotless baseboards. But what they feel is, this owner really cared for this place. They see those streak-free windows, and what they feel is, open this. It feels like there's nothing to hide. That's where the magic happens.
And ultimately, that's the message you're sending, right? Cleanliness is like a form of nonverbal communication. It tells a whole story of pride of ownership, of diligent maintenance, and what it does is it reassures the buyer that they're looking at a quality home, not some big project full of hidden problems.
And this has a massive impact before anyone even steps a foot through the front door. I mean, let's be honest. In today's market, the very first showing happens online. Clean surfaces reflect way more light, which makes your listing photos just look brighter and more professional. And that initial wow factor online, that's what gets you more clicks and, more importantly, more actual showings.
So you might be thinking, okay, that all sounds good, but does this really work in the real world? Oh, absolutely. Let's look at a quick story that just perfectly shows the power of a deep clean.
Okay, so here's the scene. You've got this beautiful, well-staged Cape Cod home. It's got all the charm in the world, but there was one problem. Years of salt air and just life had left the windows looking dull and kind of hazy, and it subtly made the whole house feel a bit tired.
The solution? Incredibly simple and super targeted. Instead of some huge renovation, the focus was a professional-level deep clean, specifically on the windows, inside and out, to get them absolutely sparkling.
And boom, the payoff. The transformation was immediate. Sunlight just flooded into the rooms, making them feel way bigger and more vibrant. The online listing photos suddenly had this amazing quality, and the result? The home got a ton of attention and sold so much faster than anyone anticipated.
Okay, so maybe you're convinced, but where in the world do you start? Let's break it down into a practical 4-point checklist that'll focus your energy on the areas that matter most to buyers.
First up, floors. This is literally the foundation of a clean home. You've got to go beyond just a quick sweep. We're talking deep vacuuming, mopping till things shine, and paying close attention to those often forgotten baseboards and trim. Getting the scuff marks off those can make a world of difference. A truly clean floor makes the entire room feel grounded and fresh.
Next up, just like in our little story, windows are absolutely critical. Think of them as the eyes of the home. Cleaning them inside and out, wiping down the sills and the tracks, it all maximizes that natural light, which, as you know, is one of the biggest selling points for any space.
Bathrooms. These are areas of high scrutiny. Buyers need to feel like this space is hygienic and just pristine. That means scrubbing tile and grout until they're bright, making faucets and fixtures shine like new, and making sure every single surface is spotless. There's really no faking it in here.
And of course, the kitchen, the heart of the home. You have to go beyond just wiping down the counters. This means degreasing the cabinets and appliances to get rid of any sticky residue. And yep, that means cleaning inside the microwave. A pristine kitchen really signals that this is a well-functioning, inviting home.
So, after all that work, let's circle right back to the ultimate payoff. Because this is all about maximizing the value of your single biggest asset, right?
So the crucial point here is this. A spotless home removes doubt from a buyer's mind. When everything looks meticulously cared for, they're way less likely to worry about what might be wrong under the surface. This confidence makes them so much more likely to move forward and to do it decisively.
And that confidence, it translates directly into the two things every single seller wants: stronger offers and a faster sale. Buyers are willing to pay more for a home that feels turnkey and well-maintained, and they'll compete for it, which shortens your time on the market. It's that simple.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. Just take a look around your own home. Right now, what's the one small detail, the scuffed baseboard, the smudged window, the grimy faucet, that, if you just cleaned it, could completely transform a buyer's first impression? That's where the advantage begins.